It is the future. It is the future. I'm finished. It is so good. It's done. Let me run you through it. Today I'm working on a passion project. I want to keep this intro short. I'll explain everything in the video as I'm drawing. I hope you enjoy. Hi, thank you for coming. So first and foremost, I just wanted to start off with the sketch. So this piece is actually a bunch of my 1-year-old daughter's toys. When I had my daughter, who is now 4, when she was about a year old, I did a still life with a bunch of her toys, and I did it for like a school project, art class assignment thing. And I don't have it anymore, unfortunately, but I remember like hating how it turned out, but it ended up being like a sentimental thing. So I wanted to basically just do that, and the piece kind of came out a little bit smaller than the paper compositionally, so I taped it off to where where it felt more of a complete piece and not so like bottom left heavy. But yeah, so these are a bunch of my daughter's toys. So we have like the Wubbanub, this little like felt carrot, or not felt, but like material carrot that like rattles, and her Lovey and everything. So a little bit about my daughter. She's blind, and with that she's also has like a little disability. And so this first year she is now 12 months old, and she kind of still has the physical development of like a 6-month-old. So I think I've been having a really hard time with her turning 1, because she stayed like in a cute baby phase for so long. Look at that little hand. So now that she's 1, I'm like just having a hard time emotionally, I guess. So I wanted to just make this piece to kind of commemorate that first year. And look how cute that little hand is. I love it. But I wanted to kind of just do the significance of the first year and the toys that were significant in the first year. The carrot was her favorite when she was little. She likes the rattle now. I got it to her for Christmas. This is how I was trying to do art with her in the little baby carrier. It was very difficult. I was having a struggle with this. But she actually doesn't really care for the Wubbanub up until recently. So I just thought it was funny because I always wanted her to have one, and she just never really liked it. So I don't know, I felt the need to draw it. But I know this is kind of like more of like a personal piece and something that y'all might not like really be interested in, but this is like a little therapy session for me, if I'm being honest. The piece was a therapy session for me, and then also just even voicing this and like a voiceover type thing is kind of like a therapy session. So hi, you're my therapist now. Thank you for coming. But you're a free therapist because you're just gonna listen. And yeah, I don't know, that's a weird little analogy, but whatever. Yeah, so anyway, this is a big passion project for me, and I'm gonna make sure to actually keep this one because I regret not having like my oldest daughter's one with all of her toys in it. But this one definitely came out better than what I did like 4 years ago, so I'm very proud of this one. I felt like I did good. The shading was a little bit weird because there were 2 light sources. But I felt like I did a really good job, and I am very proud of myself. So this little bear that I'm drawing is actually a Build-A-Bear, because both my girls, for every birthday they've had so far, I've gotten them a Build-A-Bear. So my oldest daughter had a lion for her first Build-A-Bear, and then my youngest is just got the like birthday bear that they have, which we only paid $1 because it's her birthday month when we got it, so that's pretty sick. Very happy about that. Because Build-A-Bears, they're kind of expensive for stuffed animals, if we're being completely honest, but I kind of love them because they're just so dang cute. So anyway, yeah, here I am trying to get the fur texture, and I actually struggled a little bit with the shading on the bear because there's like this mid-tone at the bottom, a very light tone in the middle, and then like shading on like the top. And I don't know, I think I used like too pink and too red of a color on the bottom, and then I don't know, it came out a little bit funky, but I still like it, and it ends up getting better. So there's this, and then I ended up fixing it off camera before I completely finished the piece. So, I mean, I'm not mad about it. And then I was blending it with my shirt, which I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but I think it helps soften up the edges a little bit. But I could be totally wrong. I could just be slightly delusional. Anyway, so this right here, this is like a little sand dollar toy, like a plastic thing. I don't know. She's always loved it, even though it's like totally insignificant and came with something else. So I thought I would just put it down because it was like my least favorite out of everything that she has. And of course, that was like one of her favorite things to like chew on. You know, kids. So yeah, I had to add that in there. And then the little bunny in the background, I know it looks so like just proportionally wrong. I promise it's right. It's like a lovey, so like the top is like the stuffed animal head, and then it's like a blanket. I end up showing it actually later, so you know that I'm not just like making up excuses for, because it does look like the proportions are just totally off. Oh yeah, and then I dropped everything. I didn't catch it on camera, but watch this. I pick it all up, I organize it again, I get it looking all pretty, and then I keep going on with the piece, which is nice and great. And you know, I actually felt really good about this. It was I was nervous about it because it had a lot of like straight bars in it, and I was worried that it was gonna look all funky, but I ended up getting it right, so it's okay. And so yeah, I just did a little, it's like wood with little, I don't know, I think they call it like a Montessori or something toy, but watch this. It's about to get rough. Screen cap this. I almost flipped out of my chair. Yeah, so basically I wanted that little like still thing as the cover photo for my YouTube thing. I forgot what it's called. Like, you know when they're like, oh, that's a clickbait thing. The channel art. Cover art. I don't remember what thumbnail. YouTube thumbnail. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I wanted that to be like the YouTube thumbnail, and I wanted to just like screenshot it off of that because I was too lazy to stop recording, take a picture, and then continue what I was doing. But then I almost flipped out of my chair, so that would be the second time with doing that somehow, because I have a rolly chair, and I'm one of those people that is constantly like fidgeting around and probably should not be within 100 yards of a rolling chair. But here I am, every day I sit at a rolling chair, and almost every day I hurt myself. I actually sprained my foot when I first moved to this new apartment because I fell out of it, and I was limping and in pain for like multiple weeks. It was horrible. But there's little floral ears. I love the little floral ears, which thank goodness this thing has floral ears, because I know my daughter's blind, but I'm not, and I don't want like this ugly gray plain bunny. So I like the ears. I know that's so dumb, but here I am doing the background, which I chose like this light color blue, even though it was taken like on a gray background. And here's the bunny. I'm showing you like what it actually looks like, and then I'm not crazy. So yeah, it actually, you know, has weird body proportions. It isn't shaped like a bunny. And then here I am cutting off all the edges. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a nice day. Yeah. Over stuff. I'm so proud of it. Oh my God. I am so proud. Didn't mean to do that, but look at how good that is. I'm so proud. So here's the final piece. I'm sorry my voice is all blech. I'm not used to all the pollen and stuff here. My allergies have been killing me. So that's why I sound the way that I do. But yeah, it was on textured paper, which I used the actual less textured side, but it's still pretty textured if you can kind of see it a little bit. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. But I really like it. So thank you for watching.